Hi Aquarius, welcome to Illuminatress Insights. My name is Anye, and today we are going to be doing your November 2024 Tarot Energy Forecast. Okay, so as always, I'm going to cover the reading with a prayer, and there also is a new addition to our readings moving forward. I have now figured out how to do an overhead setup. So I will have a view, a second view of the cards so that you can watch along and see the reading as we go. That's so exciting, I know. So please just take in this prayer. If you feel comfortable, take a deep breath, close your eyes to receive it, just to feel covered as you receive the guidance, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit, for this new day. Thank you for allowing us to commune soul to soul in this way. May this reading bring truth, clarity, peace, and awareness, and may it contribute to the ultimate liberation of the seeker on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. And may they feel empowered to step more into their fullness and to live their lives abundantly as they deserve to. We block off all negative energies, all negative entities from all realms, spaces, times, and dimensions, and we welcome in our benevolent, elevated, and empowered ancestors, angels, spirit guides, spirit protectors, and we thank you for the opportunity to connect with you. We thank you for your continued love, for your continued guidance, and your continued protection. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Okay, Aquarius, welcome. Let's get into your message for November 2024. And as always, I am recording this in November 2024, and it will say that, but this is a timeless reading. Spirit works in mysterious ways. We already know that. If you're watching this video, I know you already know that shit. So, just know that whenever you stumble upon or happen upon this video, there is a message here for you, okay, Aquarius? And even if you're not Aquarius and you just happened to click the video and thought it said something different, I don't know. Just know that there's something here for you. There are no coincidences, okay? So I'm going to start with getting a theme for your reading from this Oracle deck, and then I will get into tarot to do recent past energy, current energy, and what you need to know for November 2024. Okay, what you need to know. So let's get into your theme, Aquarius. Spirit, can I have a theme for Aquarius's November 2024 reading, please? Also, my family is home. All three of them, my two children and my husband. So you'll be hearing that. I do apologize, but I want to get this reading up for you. So yes, this is your card. Trust in higher forces with Wise One. Grow within your current situation. This is it. And I just did Pisces reading, and I kept looking at this camera above me as if that's the main camera. I'm getting confused, so I'm getting used to it. Give me some grace, okay? Just give your girl some grace. But these are the cards. These are your foundational messages, the theme of the reading. Let's get into your tarot now. Let's get your recent past, current energy, and what you need to know for November. Spirit, can I have some cards on Aquarius's recent past, please? You have the Five of Wands. Did one of those cards just flip? I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. Also, I am missing a nail. I know you notice. I do. It's very different from my normal nail color, so it's there. We're going to deal with it. Okay. We have the Devil and the Five of Wands that came out in your recent past. Can I have some cards for Aquarius current energy, please? Knight of Pentacles. Anything else? You have the Knight of Pentacles. And I'm going to get all the cards out on the table, okay? I'm going to get all the clarifiers and everything, and then we will start to unpack the reading, okay? Can I have some information on what Aquarius needs to know for November 2024, please? Spirit? What does Aquarius need to know for November 2024? Ten of Swords. Anything else? No. Ten of Swords for November. Okay. I'm going to get some clarifiers for each card. Can I have a clarifier for this devil, please? Anything else? No? Thank you. Ace of Swords. Oh, that's giving me all the good feels. That's giving me all the good feels, Aquarius. Can I have a clarifier for Five of Wands, please? In Aquarius's recent past. What do we need to know about this Five of Wands? Thank you. Anything else? No. The Fool, baby. This is getting already. So it's giving me all the good feels. I was going to say it's getting real good or getting real beautiful, but that didn't seem like it made sense, so I fixed it. But it's feeling good, basically. Can I have a clarifier for this Knight of Pentacles in Aquarius's current energy? Please clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Thank you. That's all. Three of Swords. Okay. And then can we have a clarifier for this? Let me get one more for this Knight of Pentacles. One more clarifier for this Knight of Pentacles, please. Please give me another clarifier for this Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. Thank you. Anything else? I feel like I have to take that because it did flip. All right, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Okay. All right, and can I have a clarifier for this? Some clarifiers for this Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. Please clarify this Ten of Swords and what Aquarius needs to know for November 2024. What's coming in November? My nose is itchy. Clarify this Ten of Swords, please. Do one more shuffle, then I'll take the top card. Please clarify this Ten of Swords. Six of Swords. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's get into your, let me make sure this is recording. It is. Okay. Can you see everything? You can. Hooray. Okay. For your recent past, we have the Devil clarified by the Ace of Swords. So as soon as I saw these cards, I said, there is something, I thought and felt that there is something in, there are patterns, there was something in your recent past that you recognized had a really strong hold on you, and it was something that was kind of these patterns, these habits, these vices have like a really strong hold on you, like on us, right? That's what the devil signifies. And a lot of cards, I've seen a card where there's like the devil is like holding a blunt and they smoke it, and then they're like blowing the smoke into the mouth of another person, like actual person, like one person, and then the other person is like drinking a bottle of liquor, and they're like, you know, really in this intoxicated euphoric state, completely detached from reality, not at all aware of how they're being fed this poison in a way, metaphorically, and how those cycles are, they're kind of getting caught up in the rigmarole of how good it feels to be in that like party fun, completely throwing caution to the wind, but not full, like throwing caution to the wind in a way that is completely avoiding anything that needs to be seen and needs to be tended to. But you realized for yourself what that was, and there was clarity. There was clarity there. And that aha moment came in for you. This is your recent past, so there was a recent aha moment. I might get a clarifier on that aha moment. Sorry, I had to put the gate up or whatever because they're running up and down the hallway, and I'm trying not to let them be as loud in this reading because they can be so effing loud, and it's always as soon as I want to fucking film. So I'm going to get a clarifier actually for this Devil and Ace of Swords. I just want to know what this pattern was. I kind of want to get some energy around that. Okay, so Spirit, can I have some clarity on what was this pattern? What does this habit have to do with? We got the Two of Swords that flipped over. I don't know if I was meant to take that, but I'm going to take it just in case. Can I have some clarity on this Devil? I know we got the Two of Swords, but what else? This pattern. What was this pattern? What is the energy around this pattern that Aquarius? Thank you. You have the Ace of Swords again. The Ace of Swords coming out again to clarify the Ace of Swords and then the Two of Swords. It seems like there was maybe indecision, like you being in a space of never deciding and always kind of taking the middle road and never going one way or another. And it feels like you got clarity on something, which way you really wanted to go. Like what path you wanted to take. And the Two of Swords is usually about having to make a decision, not so much with your head, because in the Waite Smith deck, she's sitting on a bench with the Two Swords in her hand, the water is behind her with the moon shining in the sky. Water symbolizing emotion, right? And the moon being intuition. It's a symbol of reflection. And she is basically has her back turned to those things. So in this card, usually it's about having to use your heart over your head. And it seems like maybe you used your head too much. There was a lot of indecision, but indecision that kind of felt comfortable to you, and you felt comfortable in that indecision, because the Devil is also things that make us feel comfortable even though we know it's kind of a form of self-sabotage. Usually the Devil stuff is self-sabotagey things, and that indecision was kind of self-sabotagey for you. What was at the bottom of the deck? I didn't check. The Ten of Pentacles. That, I mean, ultimately, is that where you're trying to go? Probably. I think we all want the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Like, those are things that everyone aims for, right? But this recent past is saying that you got clarity on a path. You got clarity on how your indecision and your indecisiveness worked against you. And that you couldn't just take the middle road and end up in this Ten of Pentacles place. For you to really get to this Ten of Pentacles place, I'm pointing to it, you probably can't even see it. For you to get to this Ten of Pentacles place, you have to be, you have to, there's a specific way that you get to this Ten of Pentacles place. And it's through a path that is not so head heavy. Like, you don't use your head super heavy for that. Getting to a Ten of Pentacles place, a Ten of Pentacles that is sustainable, there is a requirement for you to take a path that is doesn't just prioritize the short form finite things, but also the things that are of infinity, the infinite things, your spirit, your soul, your joy, those things. And this is saying to me that something in your recent past, there was your indecision, you got clarity on how your indecision was working against you, and it had to do with which path and which direction you were going to go. And that comes into this Five of Wands energy, because the Five of Wands doesn't just have to be conflict with other people. It doesn't have to just be like egos and opinions clashing with one another. This has to do with also how you use your energy. Reflecting on how you're using your energy, and if that's how you want to use it. It's a reflection point. Like, where am I putting my energy? Do I really want to put my energy in that place anymore? Do I believe that thing anymore? Is that how I want to use my energy? Am I using my energy based off of old belief systems? Because in the Four of Pentacles, there is a group of people leaving an old structure behind. They are building a new foundation based off of new beliefs. They're using their energy differently now. They're no longer using it in the way that they were told to. They're leaving behind old structures, and they're celebrating coming into that sense of self, that sense of independence. And once you get to that space of independence with the Four of Wands, and you're stepping away from the old, starting to build new structures based off of new belief systems, you come to this Five of Wands place next, where you're starting to really sift through all the ways that you were living and all the ways you were using your energy, and you get to really get honest with yourself about how you're using your energy, where you're putting it, if that's where you want to put it, or if that's where you learn that you need to put it in order for you to succeed, and if that's what you believe anymore. So this is a reflection point and a sifting through of how you are using the currency of your energy. And you came to that place after recognizing that maybe the way that this indecision, the way you were using your energy was contributing to this indecision. And because of that, and you getting that clarity, you're taking the path where you're using your energy in the way that feels good. If I would have seen the Six of Swords here, Six of Wands here, then I would be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? Because in the Six of Wands, now you're at a place where you're like, okay, I'm using my energy the way that I want to use it. Like, you're using it in a really true, real way, and people around you are celebrating it. Those who love you are recognizing how much you're choosing yourself, right? That's the Six of Wands. But here, this is a reflection point. And so you were in a space of reflection recently in your recent past. And from that place of reflection, it seems like you let some shit go, because you stepped away from this and into full energy, where you're just kind of like, actually, I don't believe that anymore. I don't want to live according to this kind of this social construct. I don't want to live according to that. I don't believe that shit no more. That's not my belief system anymore. And you stepped out on faith and you started going onto a new path, right? You're like, I'm going to go the way that I want to go, no matter what society or my family system or whatever influences around me, no matter what their opinion is, right? That doesn't really serve me, or it's not something that I am making mine when it's not mine, right? The Fool is very much like this. It's a childlike nature. It's like, I don't care if I'm the only one not doing that thing anymore. I'll just be the one that stands out then. I guess I'll be the odd man out, right? I guess I will be the one to go out on a limb. I guess I'm taking that leap of faith. And that's because you looked at your energy and maybe you noticed that it wasn't being used the way you really want to be using it. And so you're leaving a lot of things behind, and a lot of signs, like I said, I've said this for the past few signs, there's a lot of purging and undoing this month in November. And a lot of stepping into letting go of old things so that you can step into the new. But it's very specific, like realizing how your energy has been used against you, how you've used it against yourself, how you put it in the wrong places, or the places that wouldn't serve you most. And also how the influence of other energies has caused you to stay in a place of indecision, has caused you to stay in a place of doing things that you know, or avoiding doing things that you know are good for you, or doing things that you know are not serving you or good for you. And when we come into this your current energy the current energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is planting new seeds in the 3D, right? This, you can see here the rose, like kind of like when you are starting to plant a new field, right? You're starting to plant seeds, and you are taking care of the land and cultivating it so that you can then plant new seeds. This is that. And this clarified by the Seven of Cups, this is giving me indecision again. And it feels like you are in an energy right now where you feel like there's a lot of places where you could be putting your energy, where a lot of options available for you, some that look really shiny and glittery, like these jewels, right? Some that maybe you've always wanted to put your energy and time into, and that having so many options of what you could be doing with your time and your energy is making you feel very out of balance with this Two of Pentacles. He's trying to balance these things, right? But this is an infinity symbol, and maybe this is you coming into balance with trying to decide what you put your focus on. But this is, you don't want to juggle things, because you can't. This is how you drop shit. When you juggle, you drop things. No matter how good you feel that you are at juggling, eventually you have to take your eyes off of one of the things and maybe it falls. And that can lead to disappointment. And it feels like maybe that's what you're feeling, is that you no longer can juggle anymore. That you can't juggle anymore. You can't keep trying to play the middle way. Like, you've already made a decision, right? You recognize that you had to make a decision, and now you were sifting through your energy, trying to figure out how you wanted to use your energy, what you really believed, recognizing how external influences have influenced your beliefs, and you moved forward from that with this only taking what you really want, right? The beliefs that you really want, the way that you not really considering or prioritizing any other external opinions or beliefs or systems of believing in things or whatever that weren't serving you, and coming into an energy that feels like, even though you're starting to plant these seeds, it feels a little bit confused. There feels like there's some confusion here. Because I don't know if there's so many options for you. Maybe you are being pulled emotionally in different ways. Like, you want this really bad, but you also want this really bad. And there's so many things that you want. And you're in a space of planting seeds, but when you are planting seeds and you're giving this half of your attention and that half of your attention, when you go to plant these seeds in the ground, there's going to be a sporadic watering system. Everything's not going to get watered the way that it needs to get watered. So you may be feeling a sense of disappointment because you're noticing that you can't keep trying to give things half-ass energy. You have to fully put into one thing. You have to take the one path and commit to that shit. And I think that that's disappointing for you. It's making you sad. It feels like I think maybe you're in an energy of maybe starting to grieve, or in the grieving process of knowing that you can't, there are things that you want that you have to sacrifice for the sake of whatever one of these pentacles you're going to pour into completely, because he's holding one pentacle, not two. And yes, that one pentacle will create another pentacle and another pentacle, and eventually we'll get to this 10 of Pentacles. We'll get here. But this comes from actual cultivation. This comes from intentional use of energy, intentional energetic allocation of your energy. This is not so much that. This is, I'm trying to go here and I'm trying to go there and I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. You have a lot of desires, and that's okay. That's okay. We all have a lot of desires. It's just, what do you want to prioritize? Because when you try to put in and create from a place of wanting all of this and trying to put your energy in all these places, everything gets half of you or just a little bit of you. And it doesn't grow the way that you ultimately want it to. So the question is, what do you really want to grow? What is it that you truly want to grow right now? And this trust higher forces and grow within your certain current situations is saying, how is it that you can be fully dedicated and devoted right now? Because these are not dedicated energies. This is, I don't trust. I don't trust that I can focus on this one thing and it come to a 10 of Pentacles place. I don't trust that. I don't trust that can happen. How the fuck could that happen? How could I possibly trust that I can put my energy in one place and get, I have to sneeze. Bless me. How could I trust that I'm going to put my energy in this one place and get to a 10 of Pentacles? But this card, Spirit is saying, trust in higher forces. There is something much, much bigger than you. Forces far beyond your understanding that are working on your behalf. And you grow within your current situation by recognizing that that's how you grow. When you full on surrender to the fact that there are things there are forces outside of your control, you step into a freedom, a liberation. And then you recognize what it really means to sow seeds. Like the dedication required, the commitment required, the time required, the energetic allocation required. You grow in that process because your energy is not all over the place. And you learn what it means to really grow something and give something your all. What's under this? See from a higher perspective. Higher forces. Trust in higher forces. Know that these desires, this set your sets, there's a lot of higher. Do you see how many words are in here that say higher? See from a higher perspective. Trust in higher forces. Set your sights higher. Spirit is saying all these desires that you have, they're just the tip of the iceberg, babe. There's so much more in store for you that we have. You have no idea. You got no clue. And you trying to juggle this is you not trusting that there's more. That there's so much more in store, especially when you pour into that thing, that one thing that you know. And this Two of Swords is saying, you got clarity on it already. You already know what it is. You already know what it is, though. We already showed you, though. You got clarity. Stop asking us for clarity. We already gave it to you. You already know. Spirit's like, we done showed you. You got the clarity in your recent past. We showed you. And right now, these desires, it's very much like you don't trust. You want these desires so bad and you feel like there's a certain way that you have to be. You have to put your energy here and there to get these desires to come to fruition. Where is it that your heart is telling you to go? Where is it that your intuition is telling you to go? And not even where, but where are you being asked to put your energy that your intuition is telling you to go? Not your fear, not your mind, not old patterns, not old things that tell you old self-sabotaging ways, the indecision. No. Where is it that your intuition is telling you to put your energy? Because you already been through that reflective process where you're like, where do I want to put my energy? Where was it? Where are you being asked to put your energy? That is what this Knight of Pentacles is asking. This is you sowing seeds and planting seeds from that, with that focusing on that. Because these desires are all fine and dandy, but as you can see, this person is blacked out, right? It's only a shadow of them, and these are all just fleeting ideas, and that's fine to have, to dream, to daydream, but none of these are tangible things. It's kind of like they're a dream. They're imaginary. They're not tangible. But when you get to the tangible, it's like these desires got you fucked up here, and you're trying to like do this thing and do this thing because you want to get here, but they're not even tangible things. Like, what are these based in? Do you even know why you want what you want with these desires? Because it feels like these things are this pentacle, whatever it is that you truly know after coming to a place of doing that reflection and figuring out which path you want to take, the path that you intuitively know that you need to take and that you should take, that you're being called to take. Where is it that, I don't even know, I freaking forgot my train of thought. Gosh darn it. How do these desires land in comparison to that road, to that path? Because one of these things is not stable. One of these things is ungrounded. This is an ungrounded energy. They're like floating in a cloud. You can't grab these things. This is tangible energy. But this is energy that is back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This is focused. My head is down. I'm going in this one path. I'm working and pouring into this thing. So having desires is fine. It's just making decisions based off of ungrounded desires is going to get you into this Two of Pentacles energy. So this Three of Swords is saying something you may have to make a decision, and it may feel disappointing to choose one thing over another, and it may feel like you're giving up on these desires, but Spirit already said set your sights higher. You're thinking small, baby. You need to be thinking big, bitch. I haven't been able to say that in any of the readings. I'm really happy that I finally got to say it. But you need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big. That's gonna be the name of this reading. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Okay. But there might be this feeling of pain and disappointment because you're like, I feel like I'm giving up on this. And Spirit's like, no, no, no. No, you got no idea, my love. You got no idea. You think that you're giving up on something, but you are stepping into so much fucking more. You cannot even fathom what we got for you. But there's no fucking coincidences. Trust in higher forces. See from a higher perspective. Sets your sights higher. Do you see how many cards are in this deck? And that's the kind of card we get all of them. Come on. There's no coincidences. No coincidences, okay? No coincidence. Trust it. Trust it. So let's go into what you need to know for November. The Ten of Swords is an ending here because I feel like there's this feeling of abandonment. This can be referring to an abandonment, some kind of loss, some kind of being left behind, being left out in the cold. However, this feels with the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords, this is an ending of something, an end of a way of thinking, an end of a way of seeing life, an end of a way of being, and going forth from this really rough water. As this really rough water, you see there's really super choppy waters to smooth, clear waters, taking these swords that are upright, this clarity of mind. I'm showing the camera above so you can see it. This clarity of mind, this peace and calm, coming from a lot of mental chaos. And it feels like this devil had you in that 10 of like that mental chaos energy. Like a 9 of Swords kind of shit. Feeling completely stuck in a 2 of Swords, but the 2 of Swords felt like shit. Because you just kept, like, this not knowing and not getting into a energy where you were reflecting or where you were putting your energy had you in a 2 of Swords, but you were stuck in that 2 of Swords for a while. But this clarity came in and you're like, okay, I know what I have to do. And how am I going to use my energy moving forward? And there was a trust here. However, there's a lot about you having to just respect and know that your desires are valid. However, all of these things, this and that, and how it put you in this 2 of Swords place, how you were using your energy, there's an ending of that, basically. It's an ending of all that shit. Because you're coming into from choppy waters to smooth waters. You're moving into a new landscape within your mind and viewing your life and yourself and seeing the world from a perspective that is so clear. Because you already had the Ace of Swords here, and I'm going to get a clarifier for, because I see the 3 of Pentacles and then the Magician. So there's some kind of maybe this is going to involve you eventually moving into working with other people. But this feels very you-centered. So I'm going to see if I can get a clarifier. Can I get a clarifier for this 10 of Swords and this 6 of Swords, please, Spirit? We got the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. With the Daughter of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is that clarity of thought, like I was saying. Clarity of thought and like a fresh perspective, using your mind as this really magical thing and being magician. Excited to do that. And maybe this does involve letting yourself be in community in a different way. We have the 10 of Swords again underneath this Daughter of Swords or Page of Swords. But we have the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Cups that clarify the 10 of Swords and 6 of Swords. The 6 of Cups is about inner child, your inner child and going back to your roots, figuring out what used to bring you joy. And when I look at the recent past and the Six of Cups, they feel really relevant to me, because like both of these are saying moving forward from a point of balance. Because when you are not rooted in things that really feel like you and true to you, you move forward from this unbalanced place. And maybe it was that you were always in this indecisive mode because you felt like no decision that you could make something in your childhood made you feel like no decision that you ever made was right. You always felt just so fucking wrong with every decision that you made, and so you never made decisions. You just relied on external input and external opinions to tell you where to go and how to move forward. But this is moving forward differently. This is you moving forward with your masculine, your divine, because I'm assuming that's a female. It may not be, but from the card, I'm assuming it's a female. Like, this is a family. Your masculine, your feminine, and your inner child all moving forward with new clarity, new understanding, away from the chaos and the mess. And maybe in your past, you didn't feel like you could make decisions. And you needed to understand that this indecision was keeping you trapped. This indecision was working against you. And you relying on external opinions, putting your energy into how other people would perceive you, because the fool don't give a fuck. The fool does not give a fuck. They're like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna look crazy then. I don't really care. I'm happy. Because I said in Pisces reading, one of the cards, the person was, you could perceive them as being super rich and abundant, but inside they were full of fear. The fool may look foolish, but inside they are free. Right? Oh, goodness, I gotta give me a refill. If you know, you know. But with this Six of Cups, this feels very much like, and the Four of Cups, this is you, and this iteration of the card is very much you taking time away from, like, checking in with yourself on a very deep level with your emotions, being in tune with your inner being, and checking in with your emotions, taking time away. You don't have to say yes to everything. And this, right, these being together makes perfect sense, because Six of Cups is a moving away from a tumultuous situation, from really choppy waters, from a lot of chaos, from a lot of confusion, And November is about coming into smooth waters. There's an ending, and because of that ending, of the chaos, of the mental chatter, of the fucked up ways of perceiving life and seeing yourself, and how you're allowed to live, and what you're allowed to do with your energy, and where you need to get your energy from, and there's a peace coming in November, like a very, like, this moment, and you move away. Once this ending comes, you're just like, okay, I'm moving on, bro. I'm moving on. And this state of mind comes with an awareness that you can use your energy how you want to. This Four of Cups is about using your energy how you want to. You don't have to just take whatever comes your way. Because her back is turned to this cup, is coming in, but she's not even paying attention to it or offering it much. She's just kind of in her this inner space within herself. With these cups that are very already sitting here, these are already available to her, and this cup is coming in. However, she's not really paying it much mind. She's letting it happen, but she's very aware, connecting with herself in the midst of being around, like, in these waters. She's going into her inner calm emotionally. And this feels relevant to how you were using your energy previously, and checking in with yourself so that you stay aware of where it is that you're really wanting to put your energy, where it is that you really want to focus. And maybe tending to the disappointment here. This is like a respite kind of card. Like she seems like she's very much like, there's a lot going on. I need to check in with myself and allow myself just to, reflect on all the ways, all the things that I currently have going on emotionally. And I think that because there might be residual effects from this Three of Swords. The disappointment and maybe grieving of the thing that the way that you thought things were going to go. The way that you thought this was working and then you realized it wasn't. And that you had to choose one path and you still are in that space of, I just don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but Spirit is confirming there's something so much bigger. Think bigger, like set your sights higher, trust in higher forces. And you're moving away from this reliance on anything but yourself. A reliance on what is true, because this wasn't true and you recognize that. This devil was a fucking lie. The devil is a lie. And you recognize that. Like, you don't have to be in indecision to be liked. You don't have to be in indecision to be safe. Indecision does not keep you safe. It may have felt like it kept you safe for a really long time, because when you will make a decision, it just felt like nothing you did was right. Whether it came to friends, partners, your parents, or caregivers, nothing you ever did was the fuck right. And so indecision felt safer, but that's not the truth. And relying on other people seemed like it got tiring. Relying on other people's opinions of you. And letting other people's egos and whatever play a role. It was too much on your energy. It was pulling on your energy in a way that you just didn't want anymore. So you walked away from it. Beautiful, Aquarius. Because then you come into this space where you can focus on yourself. You can focus on your desires, but also how juggling those desires have impeded upon you really planting seeds that are going to sow what you really, really want. From a soul-led path. Right? And it may not feel as good as you thought it would to focus fully on that thing, because this is new for you. Making one decision is new for you. However, this is healing to your inner child. You saying, actually, I can make a decision and I'm okay. I'm good. Nothing bad happened. I actually feel more at peace. I feel like I can connect to myself more deeply. I'm not worried about anybody else's input. I'm only with me. And I trust my input. And you're starting to get back into November and the things that you really love. The ways that maybe your inner child would engage in clearing their mind. Their practices of joy, how they spark joy within themselves. There is some kind of inner child healing that happens when this ends. When this mental chaos, when these ideas about who you are, when this, maybe even a feeling of you making decisions led to abandonment. Maybe that's just all going. It's ending. I don't know if this Three of Cups is relevant or any of these cards at the bottom are relevant, to be honest. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a clarifier for this last pile here, because I want to make sure that I'm reading that for you correctly, okay? Can I have a clarifier for the November energy? One more clarifier for this November energy, please, Spirit. The Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and Four of Cups. Some more clarification, a final clarifier for that energy, please. What does Aquarius ultimately need to know about November? The Three of Cups came out again, brother. I mean, Three of Pentacles, I'm sorry. With the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Something about working with other people. I don't know how relevant that is. It feels completely out of place. Maybe this is not even your energy. Maybe this feels like it's coming in this month where you're like feeling like you have to do this when you really just want to do this. Make sure you can see all these. Yes, we are good. When you really just want to be up in here, this energy does not feel relevant at all to you. But it feels like this might be a disruption this month. Something like this energy, like this external energy wanted to work with you, and you being like, bruv, I'm just really in my bag right now. Like, I'm really moving on. I just did a really big purging of a lot of fucking energy. I really don't have the energy to be doing this work like with other people. Like, you have, there's a lot of like in building things in the 3D with other people, that's beautiful, but it feels like November you're like, I really have to check in with myself. And maybe there is an opportunity to work with people, but this is you needing to check in with yourself before you take any opportunities to do that, because you already ran away from you already walked away from, I'm sorry, this juggling act. Unless this shit has to do with this, it's a no. Unless it contributes to this and you, the focus that this path that you took, the path that was based off of intuition, right? Unless it has to do with that, and this, it's a no. And that's what you're checking in with yourself here. Because if it don't have to do with you being able to focus on that one thing you chose, right? You stopped juggling and you chose the thing. You're putting your energy into this one path. You're devoting yourself to this one thing, right? And that may be disappointing, and maybe this new thing comes in and you think maybe this it comes in and it fulfills maybe a little bit of this desire that you had, one of these desires. No. Your inner child's reminding you, right? You already, your inner child is reminding you what that got you already. Like, when we did that, we just got to caring about other people's opinions too much. We let too much input in. Be careful of letting too much influence in externally this month. You have to be in a full check-in with yourself, knowing what you've moved away from, and remember that. Anything reminiscent of what you already walked away from that ended, you need not let it back in again this month. This month requires a lot of focus. Because if you're setting your sights higher, you can't be looking down trying to juggle shit. You can't have your face in the goddamn dirt. Right? Even though this person is looking toward the horizon, you have to be getting up. This person has gotten up on a boat, got their swords, the ones that they need, right? Only the ones that they need. And they're moving forward. They left behind the old shit. They left behind the stuff that made them put them in this energy in the first fucking place. There may be opportunities that come in to work with other people, but that it needs to, the only way that it should be something that you even consider or entertain is if it is contributing to this. That path that you decided to take. The path that you decided to walk upon. Okay? Let's get a practical message. Spirit, can I have a practical message for Aquarius for November 2024? You're moving forward with such clarity this month. With like a peace of mind. Not even just clarity, but a peace of mind. Thank you, Spirit. Have a relaxing bath. Yo! Don't you look like she in the bath? Have a relaxing bath. Add some bath salts or lighting candle. Adding bath salts or lighting candles can help you restore yourself. Hells yeah, bro. Hells yeah. At peace. Water might be important this month. Water might be important this month. You also have glow up. Take a day to spoil yourself. If it makes you beautiful, then feel beautiful, then do it. I'm pretty sure a relaxing bath will make you feel beautiful. It makes me feel beautiful every time I take a relaxing bath. So let's go into and have a spirit ancestor message for Aquarius, please. Spirit ancestor message. A message for Aquarius from their spirit guides. Benevolent, elevated ancestors, angel, spirit guides. Too many. No, I don't take those. Oh, come on now. Message from Aquarius is no, not too many. I don't like it. I guess I'll take it. It's fine. All right. They did come out. It's all right. All right. We have 3 different cards. One is connection, bonding, union, collaboration. We did have the collaboration card. The divine is conspiring to help you achieve unity through a partnership, friendship, or collaboration with a community, like-minded souls who can meet you with authenticity. Like-minded is the key word that I heard. It has to contribute to this. Whatever this it's building, whatever this connection is, or these new bonds you're building, unity, whatever, collaboration, like-minded. Nothing that's going to take you off track and confuse you and cause you to start using your energy in ways that are going to compromise you planting these seeds in a way that is sustainable. Then we have celestial assistance, divine support, fated events. There is something that is destined to be yours and yours alone. Trust in the power of divine forces to gently guide you towards where you should be. Stick with it and see where it takes you. That's just like trust in higher forces. Stunning. Freedom, liberation / expansion. Let go of dependencies that hinder your ability to live your best life. Dependencies. Don't limit yourself out of fear that there might not be anything better for you. What do we say about the balance and the desires? Just because you cannot see it at the moment. And this freedom, like I said, you grow within your circumstances because there's freedom. When you stop limiting yourself, juggling all these things, right? Letting these desires take a hold on you and not putting your energy where you really can build something. Planting seeds that are sustainable. And also at the bottom of the deck, we have blank canvas, fresh start, reset, clean slate. Your past does not equal your future. You can make your future whatever you want it to be starting right now. It's up to you how you want to paint it. That's fucking beautiful, Aquarius. Spirit just gave us everything. Gave you everything. You have to trust. Take the path that feels right to your soul. Work on planting the seeds that are, you're sourcing the energy for planting those seeds from your spirit, from your soul, not from fear, not from trying to acquire desires that feel like you should want them, right? This disappointment will sort itself out because at the end of the day, that disappointment is coming maybe from human desires, from a desire for something that is so finite and fleeting. But whatever these seeds are that Seed Spirit's asking you to plant, this is you planting seeds that are going to sprout something that is so otherworldly. Something that gives you and gives and gives and gives and gives and gives to you. Way more than any of these desires could ever have given to you. This was so beautiful. Let's get a final message. I hope that this supported you, Aquarius. Please like this video if it did. Thumbs it up. The same thing. Comment down below. Thank you for letting me read your energy. Spirit, can I have a final message for Aquarius? That's a lot. I'm not going to take any more. Probably not. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. We have these cards, and I will show you up close. Let's just take them up here. I'm such a G for coming on here with this broke ass nail. I'm so proud of myself for not giving a fuck and still showing up, baby. How much time do I have left? Let me turn this off and turn it back on again. 1 minute. Alright, home skillet biscuits. We have shifting realities. You get what you give. When you put in your energy in all these places, you're going to get that sporadic ass energy back when you plant the seeds. You give that plant half your energy, you're going to get half of its energy back. Same thing. You give that project, you give that thing half of you, you're going to get half of it. Because you're only halfway watering it. You're only halfway nurturing it. Giving it half of what it really deserves, right? Or what you're splitting your energy up. And that's going to be the energy with which you put into it. Does that make sense? You are being pushed forward. A new dimension, new world, new universe. New shifts, change, 555, for better or worse, duality. That's that card. Put this over here. Expectations are too high, bringing unnecessary anxiety, illusioned, drained, focusing out, disassociation, restlessness. That was all it is. Not making a decision, drained. You could be forcing a situation or something to fit right now. Your stress is coming from obsessive expectations based on your past. Balance out any lack of remaining present. Whatever is remaining from your past you're taking, it's going to end this month. And that's probably going to come from this inner child work. This awareness of how there's a part of you that felt like you had to be indecisive to be safe. That making decisions was dangerous. That it only led to your downfall. Really dig into that this month. Because you're moving forward. That's inevitable. It's just, how are you moving forward? You're moving forward with this clarity. How do you maintain this clarity? So that you can bring in the right partnerships and unions, right? And do it from a place of clarity and peace and knowing of oneself. Do not let expectations of other people get in the way, because that's that same fucking energy right here. Using your energy on other people's behalves. It's different when you're doing that one way where you actually care about someone and you're giving your energy. It's different when you're doing it so that you don't have to deal with someone else's anger or disappointment. No. Let's put this down. Deja vu, dreams, visions, imaginations, fantasies. We had that with the 7 of Cups. Your dreams are keys. Planting spiritual seeds. Envision acceptance, present moment, daydreams, inspiration, sacrifices. Your visions are showing you a potential open door to a new path. Wisdom on shadow work / healing. And giving the awareness needed to fulfill and bring in what is already spiritually yours. Remember, roots / seeds are in darkness. In order for growth, you must root the seed. You must root the seed. What is it that how can you come back to a space where you're doing things from a place of joy, not for other people? You're doing things from a place of honoring yourself and planting these seeds from a place of trust. And ultimately, this new mindset with that Daughter of Swords, a new mindset not tainted by the past, not tainted by the way that your perspective was poisoned by the past, to where you got to this devil energy and you were so comfortable in your indecision and not choosing what you knew was best for you and what you deserved. Making decisions from this place. This is, I care about myself and I love myself. I turn my back to the bullshit. We have that card here. Immune to the BS, immune to the bullshit. Activated heart chakra. You are magnetic. Be mindful of those that come to push you off your path. If it doesn't resonate, do not fuck with it this month at all, really. Distractions are near. They are obsessed with getting in your position and getting close enough to you to steal your game, ideas, and personality. That's kind of scary. I hope that's not on the horizon for you, Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. I mean, listen, Spirit gonna give us the message we need to get. It's never, ever by accident. So we're gonna take it as it comes, right? This month, be immune to the bullshit. This is a month of you really nurturing your new path. Nurturing your new path. Taking care of yourself. Being mindful of the distractions that try to throw you off task and off the path of these new seeds that you're planting. But you are nurturing your new path. And swerving the bullshit this month. That's really what this is about. There's freedom. There is so much divine support for you right now, Aquarius. They've given it to you multiple times here. They're just saying you have to see the bigger picture. These are not bigger pictures. The desires are just worldly things that we want sometimes, but they're fleeting. They come and they go. But there's the one thing that you know that's for you. Spirit confirmed it's for you. You just have to put your energy toward it and remove the shit that is taking your energy from you putting it there. Use your energy in a way that grows you, rather than a way that keeps you rooted to the spot in fear and indecision, right? You've already come to clarity on this, but you got to leave it behind for good and move into this new path and nurture that path. Play, care for yourself, and make sure that the people and the opportunities and the things that come in, they are like-minded, they match your vibe, they feel safe, they feel good. Discern. Check in with yourself before you make any leaps or do anything this month. This is your blank canvas. This is your blank canvas. This is your new fresh start, your new path, right? And this is you not even because you've already been on this. You already been back and forth with that recent past energy. However, you had to really look at how your energy was being used in other places and you were juggling too many things to really give this everything. To really go forth and let that shit die and move on into this new path fully with all of you. I think the bullshit was was blinding you a bit. Other people's opinions, external influences, all that shit was interfering. That has to go. This is a time for you to nurture this new path for real, for real. Okay, Aquarius? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this stunning reading. Take care of yourself in November, Aquarius. Please subscribe, like the video if it supported you, leave a comment. I will see you in my next video. Peace.